Hey, listen, I have been, I can't even, I don't even know. My anxiety has kept me off of YouTube. So I'm sorry, y'all. I have so much to tell y'all. It's so much to catch up on. And I just decided to come on today. And y'all, this was very much last minute. Like, um, I've been better. I can say that. I have been better. But hey, it's the rocks. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Listen, y'all. So I want y'all to know I'm fine. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Life has been getting to me. My new job, India. That's a good question. Hold on, let me turn on my light because the lighting in here is really bad. So everything has been somewhat okay. Like, we got a lot to talk about. So my new job has been going okay. I have gotten accustomed to the role. I have been I've been going into the office, so that's another thing. I've been going into the office for like a couple hours a day because Kaden is doing kind of what they call an extended school year. So it's not summer school, but this is something I elected for him to do because he struggled in some areas. So I just wanted him to go for the extra time. So he goes the whole month of June from 8:30 to 11:30. So I go into the office. So I really don't be having a lot of time to get online. But I be keeping up. I definitely be keeping up. Like um I watch the trial still every day. I watch Karen Reed every day. Um I haven't been really watching anything else but Karen Reed. I've been obsessed with Karen Reed. But I came on here to talk to y'all about some personal stuff. So I wanted to catch up with y'all. Y'all, when I say life can knock you down, life can knock you down in like a few minutes. So when we left off, I don't know if y'all came in or not. I was going on my birthday trip. And overall, I would say it was maybe a 5 out of 10. The experience, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Um I work for a bank, but if you write me, I will give you, hey Black Butterfly. If you write me on Instagram, I'll look for positions and I'll even send them to you. But I don't know. It just depends on your area of where. Okay, but I'm not gonna. And unfortunately, people are weird, and the panda and stuff. It could not. That's the good thing. It could be. So yeah, just reach out to me. I'm gonna see if we have any in that location. I know that we have some in Houston. I don't know about Dallas, but I'll check. Matter of fact, I can probably check. Let me see if my computer log me out. I can probably check right now. Let me see. Good thing about working from home. My IG is, hold on, I give it to you. What is my IG? I don't really know it. Let me look. IG. I be changing it so much. That's my IG. But I'm definitely gonna check. Once I get logged in, it logged me out, so I have to go through my phone to get into it. And it's too much of a hassle right now. But I would definitely do it. I'm gonna put it in my notes. Let me write down. Matter of fact. So let me get y'all up. As I stated, my birthday trip, I went on a cruise. I was at a 5 out of 10. I am gonna give y'all a little bit of juice gossip since it's not a lot of people in here. But I met this man on the cruise. Yeah, when I tell you it was a group of guys on the trip. And when I say they made my cruise, they made my cruise. Because other than that, I would have kind of been, I wouldn't necessarily say bored, but kind of like it just, I don't know. I was expecting a different outcome than what it was. And, but I mean, I had fun overall. Let me not say I didn't have fun. I had fun. It was a good vibe, right? So, like I said, I met these men. So we went to the Bahamas, and I think I went to Nassau and then Princess K or something. I think Princess K Island. So on the trip, right? We go to Bahamas first day. So this is the very first day on a cruise. Like, of course, I'm not really paying nobody no attention. I got like my whole like little situations going on. I just, was going on the trip to have fun. And I ended up meeting this guy. We was going around the Bahamas, and as soon as you get off the boat, the local dudes, they be weird sometimes. And when I say weird, I mean like weird. And so the guy, like, I got off the boat, we walk in through, and we had met these two girls at dinner the first night. And I seen them when we got off the ship, and I was gonna go back to them and ask them if they wanted to do a tour, whatever the case may be. They were like, no, no, I don't know if they said no or something, but we didn't end up doing this. So walking the island, I ended up finding these guys that were doing. It was a guy that was doing like an all inclusive package. I didn't book through Carnival. I'm tell y'all that right now. I did not book through Carnival. And once we got over there, he was like, "Yeah, $100. You can do everything. You can do swimming with the pigs. You can do jet skiing." He was like the banana boat and all this stuff. Like, I'm like, all right, I give it a try. I really thought they was scamming, and they was saying they was gonna take us on this boat. Now, y'all, I am terrified to get kidnapped overseas. I don't know why, especially with going like somewhere and you being like just females only. It's just very scary. So, uh, what I would consider like technically solo traveling, because I'm not traveling with a man. Hey, Monica. Okay, meet you. I see it. So, you would think you want to be extra precautious. You don't want to go out. Like, I wanted to go out on a tour of the island because I done been to the Bahamas so much that I really wasn't thinking about like doing the stuff that I normally do, like, which is just going to the beach. Like, if I had my son, I would just want to go to the beach and hang out. But I was trying to be precautious. So I just took a step of faith and I went. Of course, I had somebody with me, which was a friend. And me and her went to we went and did this like excursion package or whatever that a guy was offering. So we get onto this boat. We went to Nassau, by the way. We get on this boat, and this boat is going slow as fuck. First off, this is strike one. It's going slow as fuck. So they get you over here and they take you on this island by yourself. Now it's a far, when I say a far distance from the cruise line, so it's not something that we can just go back. No, it's no cars that can get over here. It's no nothing. You just gotta go back by boat. So I'm telling y'all how I met this man. Um, what happened? I'm so, it's so much going on. So I gotta tell y'all about this trip, and I gotta tell y'all about life. So we get over there, we end up having fun. I end up doing like some of the stuff. I didn't feed the pigs. Now I did pick a pig up. When I tell y'all, I was terrified. And I did not realize that they are as feisty as they are. So when we get on the island, the guy tells us, he was like, hang up your bag because they will snatch your bag and run with it. So you hang it up on the tree. So I hung my bag up on the tree. We end up meeting this couple. When I tell y'all these pigs are big, these pigs are fucking big. So when once we get over there, whatever, this lady and her husband, they like on the same type of time I'm on. I like water sports. I'm a water girl, so anything with jet skis, anything with like any type of water activity, I'm gonna try. I don't care if I'm scared or not, I'm gonna try. And I wasn't really interested in feeding the pigs because that to me was just not, I don't know. I thought it would be a good idea. Come to find out it wasn't. The pigs were like pooping in the water. Like it was just not something that I personally would want to do ever again. But the pigs was cute. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, they was cute. But the little one was cute. And hopefully I can show y'all the picture. Hold on. I think I actually took a video with the pig. I'm gonna send it to myself so y'all can see it. All right. I had a video. Oh, here you go. Let me send this to y'all. Let me send it to myself so y'all can see. So I want y'all to see the terror in my face as I'm looking at these pigs, right? I gotta remember how to work this thing. I ain't been on here so long. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. So this is me with the pig, y'all. If y'all see the terror in my face, I was terrified. Like I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was very scared. I knew that it wasn't something that I would ever do again. Like, but this was the smallest pig, right? So cool, everything. That was the experience I would never do again. But as I am like on the island, I'm ready to go. I done did everything. I done rode the jet skis. We done been over there for like an hour and a half. This how these people get you. Because the boat that dropped us off was gone. The only boat that was out there was a private boat. And it was a group of guys that rented this boat. I guess one day homeboy's birthday or whatever. I later find out. So they over there like all sitting off trying to be cool or whatever. I'm just, I'm naturally funny, y'all. So I'm naturally gonna make jokes. I'm naturally gonna talk to people. Like that's just me. While I'm out, like if I'm at home, I'm usually in my homestead and I'm at my house. I'm not really gonna I'm not a people's person. Like I really don't go out and try and make conversation. I will, but it's not intentional. I usually stay with the people that I know. But I tried to be so different on this trip because I wanted to really have fun. So I was talking to the guys or whatever, and I'm like, I walked past them and they said something smart, and I said something smart back. I'm like, whatever, like when y'all leave, I'm leaving because y'all not leaving me on this island. Like, because I was asking the man that was next to them when the boat was gonna come back, and he was like, they'll be back soon, and I'm like, like that ain't gonna work for me. Like y'all need to figure out some way to get us from out here because I'm ready to go. And so the guy had ended up saying something to me, or like it was a couple of them that said something to me, and I said something back. And so they boat was still here, so they getting ready to leave, right? So I'm like, I told my friend, like, hey, let's go. Like, I'm finna get on their boat. So I get on the boat, they talking trash, like cold cash trash. They done told the little driver or whatever that's driving us back. They told him talking about I pay you extra money if you like you make this thing go fast. This is the real speedboat that we on. Now, mind you, the boat that we went on to the island was very slow. They boat was getting it up. So I'm like, I'm hitting my head and shit because I'm really bouncing because I'm at the very tip of the boat where it ain't no seat. So of course I'm still gonna talk trash because I ain't scared of you. Now it was a man and his wife that was there. I guess she flipped him over on a jet ski. And her flipping him over on a jet ski pissed him off because he lost his prescription glasses. Now, mind you, I'm not, hey Shabby, I'm not a two-person rider. on a jet ski. I don't feel like as a man you should be riding on the back of a woman, especially if she don't know how to drive. They told you not to get on the jet ski with two people. They said just drive it with one. She didn't know how to drive. She flipped him over. He lost his prescription glasses. He called this lady all kind of bitches and hoes, and he was finna leave her. So now me and her sitting next to each other, and then the lady, the couple that I met, um, they are sitting, they there too, and of course my friend. So we done stole away on their boat, and the hotel they back. Now this man, like he in the back, the guy that I end up meeting, he's in the back of the boat, and so his friends are trying to, they talking or whatever, they talking trash. However, right? So we end up getting back to the island. That's the end of it. I don't know that they on our ship because I haven't seen them before. Like, so we end up going back to the ship. I go onto the ship and I end up seeing them. Now, y'all, we all us became thick as thieves at the end of this because I ended up meeting some other girls or whatever. And so I ended up hanging with him. So one of the guys, he's like, when I say like 6'5", 6'6", probably like 300 pounds. He's big, but he's not. He's like football big, like not necessarily like fat big. So me and him just hit it off. We were just talking, like conversating or whatever. He was like, "You gonna be my little cruise bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I okay." But me and him ended up having like really, really cool conversations. Like I ended up finding out he was the ex NFL player. He was just there with his friends, his homeboys, or whatever. And we were like, we just had like a good time. We ended up hanging out. Yeah, when I tell you I didn't buy no drinks the rest of that cruise, they made my cruise like I had fun. Um, and then I ended up meeting this girl, Cameron and her homegirl, and they were cool too. They were a little bit younger than me, but we ended up having like a nice time or whatever. So like that's the brunt of the trip. Hey, that happened, right? I end up coming back. Me and I'm call him Jew. I'm not gonna say his real name, but me and him end up we still conversate. We still like cool or whatever. He stays in Orlando, that's like 2 hours away. Um, but that's the trip, right? Now let's get into the juicy stuff, right? This is the juicy stuff. So get back to Florida. And life is just like life, right? So I don't know if I told y'all this story, but I think I did when I told y'all about me cutting my family off or whatever and not talking to them. Hey, look, Lee. Hey, yeah, I just decided to come live to catch everybody up because I haven't been on here in a minute. But let's get to the real, real, real drama that y'all here for, right? So I told y'all in I think the beginning of January that I decided to cut my family off. I had like a whole lot, like a mental moment because I was like getting to a place to where I just didn't like I didn't know how to like process everything that was going on, right? So now I'm gonna give y'all the nitty gritty of like life. So I'm trigger warning y'all, like right now, trigger warning. If you don't want to hear stuff about like my personal life, things that may trigger some people or whatever case may be, I will not feel any type of way if y'all leave. Y'all can watch it on replay if y'all want to. Y'all don't have to, but this is just about to be an open catch y'all up moment. So just know I'm about to spill my guts. Not too much, but somewhat. And so we're gonna do this in a series because I can't do everything tonight, but I'm gonna try my best to do this in a way that is like productive and I feel like that it can help everybody, right? I don't know how to take this stupid ass circle off. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I don't know how to take this stupid ass circle off my thing. But let's see. I'm trying to figure something out, y'all. So we might need a drink. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We might need a drink, but I'm gonna try and do this the best I can for y'all. All right. Oh, I'm trying to edit this. I hate this thing. All right, let's do this real small. I don't. It just does stupid stuff. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, looks so much better. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to figure out how to get rid of that circle. And let me tell y'all before we get started, I do got a new couch, y'all. I was so excited. It's too big for my living room. That means I need a new house now, but it's okay. It seats probably 1, 2, 3. I could probably have like 12 people on this couch. So I mean, this makes it better. This makes life better. But let's talk. So I'm gonna say this, right? Being an adult in a situation that really hurts you can be somewhat tragic. So I say that to say in some situations, like black people are accustomed to saying, oh, if it hurts you, you should get over it. It shouldn't continue to bother you. Like it shouldn't be something that you should continue to reflect on. I'm one of those people that when stuff bothers me, I continue to play it over and over in my mind. Like I continue to like relive certain moments in my head sometimes. And it gets to a point to where it's kind of becoming toxic to me. So in order for me to stop reliving those moments, I have to talk about it. So this is why, hence, I'm having this conversation. So I feel like as a parent, I'm in a place to where life has been hitting me kind of hard because it's certain things that I want to provide to my son that I know that I may not be able to do, right? And I say this to say and I don't mean like love, I don't mean like attention, I just mean like family. Like my family dynamic is very, very much toxic for my mental health. So in order for me to kind of steer clear of that, I have to kind of like step away. So I'm going to give y'all bits and pieces of like my childhood so y'all can understand me. So as a kid, I remember growing up and I remember my mom taking on like her brother's kids, right? And her brother had her brother had 5 kids. Now, mind you, my mom for as long as I knew, my mom had 6 kids. I later learned to find out that she had 7. So when I was a kid, I'm just going to be honest, I was touched by one of my uncle's kids. Now, I'm not going to name the person because they're not going to hear it. Like, it's no longer a situation where it impacts me so much, but that was one of the things I didn't know as a kid was wrong, right? And I feel like that was just one of the times where my mom, like, I don't I don't know. I can't tell you how I reacted in that moment because I was a kid. I haven't processed it as an adult because I kind of just pushed it to my mind because I was so young that didn't register, right? So we get that point, right? Now as a kid, from what people have told me, I was always treated like uh I wouldn't say a prize, but I would say I was always treated like, some type of like doll or whatever. They say my mom always used to have us in nice clothes and stuff like that. I don't remember that. So we're going to start when I turned I was in maybe like the 5th grade. So I always had a grandmother, my dad's mom. And my dad's mom she stayed probably about maybe 7 streets up from us. Now, this is a long distance because 7 streets in Florida can be over a mile long, right? technically, but she stayed 7 streets up from us. Now, in between these streets, you got to cross, like, I wouldn't say it like, I wouldn't say a major intersection, but it would be a major road because this road like runs. I wouldn't even say that. Let me not say that because that's kind of exaggerating. You just, it took you a while to get there, like, right, navigating. You have to go down a long road to get to her house. But I remember as a kid, I used to always go to my grandma's house, and 2003, right? My grandma became very sick. My grandfather died in March of 2023. Now, up until this time, I wasn't necessarily treated bad, but I knew something was like off. Like something was something wasn't right. You feel me? But of course, I'm in elementary school. Middle school at the time. I was going in 6th grade, but it was, I just knew something was like different. Like, as a kid, like, especially when you have siblings that are so close, like I have a sister, we're like a year and a half apart. If one kid gets something, the other kid doesn't get it, or if another kid gets something, and like it never equated to being fair, right? So I remember times when I used to have to, like, I always would go to my grandmother's house when she was alive and after school, because in between my mom's house or whatever and our house, like, you can go one direction, you go to my grandmother's house, which was closer. And then if you farther away, is my mom's house, right? So I would always go to my grandma's house after school. And in my head, like, that was always my grandma. She was always so nice. Like, that was where everybody would go. And so I told y'all my grandfather died in March, in 2003. Now, I think I don't know how old I was at that time. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I can calculate it, but not in my head. I think I was in like 6th, going on 7th grade, and when my grandfather died, and then in November, my grandma died of she had breast cancer. So, and I don't think she actually beat her breast cancer. I don't think that she died from that. I think she died from like a broken heart, because like after my grandma was fine, and then after my grandfather died, it's like she declined like immediately. And so when my grandmother died, like, my sister had ran away. And my sister had ran away, and she was at my dad's daughter's house. And at the time, like that night before, I remember like something just felt weird, but I went to sleep like normal. Like I went to sleep like normal. And then I go to school, and my sisters are at the school. And I remember the lady telling them like she wasn't gonna let them tell me because it would hurt me or upset me or whatever. And I'm like, what is that? Like, so they sent me back to class, right? Now, at this time, my sister had run away because things at our house were like very mediocre. But I'm so young, I don't realize like that it's impacting as much as it is, because I still got my grandparent, like my grandma. So I got my grandma, all my aunties and stuff be over there, like, it just really wasn't a thing to me because I didn't really see it. And so I leave school, and walk to my grandma's house on the way home. And I remember walking in the door and everybody there, like, and my grandma's dead, of course, like she's gone. And it was just like, in that moment, I felt like my world like just was like, and so that day, like, my life changed. And I remember like every instance after then where like stuff was just like unbearable as a kid. Like, I can clearly see the difference of how my mom treated me amongst her other kids. Like how like just scenarios just didn't make sense. So for example, like growing up, you would go to high school, your middle school and stuff like that. I get into high school and I just remember like even in middle school, I never had a key to my mom's house. Like never. So if my sister would stay after school, I would have to go sit outside and if I wanted to go home, I would go home, but I would have to sit outside and wait and wait and wait until my mom got there. I didn't have a phone. My sister had a cell phone. I never had a cell phone. The very first cell phone I got, I bought myself. And like I remember having to go over to my neighbor's house, God rest their soul, and I would have to go over there and ask them, "Can I use your phone so I can call my mom to see how long she's gonna be?" And it would be sometimes 5, 6 o'clock before I got in the house. And now let's switch it. Let's say I stayed after school because I wanted to go to after school activity, and I stayed at school. Like if my sister stayed at school, my mom got off whatever she was doing and she went and got my sister. But I remember like, and I know like my feelings are valid. I remember like going and sitting there and waiting to the very end, the last student. And like I'm just walking, like my school has this long walkway. So I'm just walking to the edge of the thing and just waiting sometimes. And I don't got no way to call. I don't got no way to text. I don't got no way to nothing. And you know what's crazy is that I remember my sister having a phone when Nokia's was out, the original Nokia phones, the ones that just had the tech on it. I remember being in middle school, my sister got that phone and having to sneak and call my cousins on the phone when I was stuck in the room all day because of I hadn't ate, or if I could eat, it was something like that she knew I just wasn't gonna eat. And having to ask them, can you bring food? Because I was hungry. And so I remember those things because like you start to think like, dang, what is it about me? Like, what is it that I've done? Like, and so I was watching this TikTok, and this is what made me like come into like this whole moment and era like of how I feel and why I've kind of just like shut myself off from everybody because I seen this girl online where her mom didn't come to her graduation. And I remember being in high school and I was graduating. And at this time I had to run away and I left, right? I left home. And I remember my my mom saying that she couldn't make my graduation because my little brother was graduating that same day. Now, of course, we weren't really talking because I stayed with a cousin, but like that's when I say it hurt me because it showed me how much value that I had with this person. Of course, I still walked. Of course, I still graduated, but it's like in certain moments, like you want to feel like that somebody like loves you, somebody cares. And I think that that's a part of my problem because I feel like for a long time I was searching for like love, and I really truly don't know what genuine love is. Like it's sad to say it, but I envy people people who have parents that truly like fucking like truly care and love them. Like, truly show them love. Like, I don't think that I would blink. I mean, I may be hurt, but I don't think that my life will end if I don't talk to her again. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, because you want to know, like, I would be devastated if me and my son had a disconnect and I couldn't fix it. Like, I would be truly, truly hurt if I knew that my son was hurt by something that I did, something that I said. If I knew that I have done something to wrong my child, like, you know, it would bother me, right? So it's like in those moments, you wanna, in those moments, like you really be searching yourself very hard for like, for, how can I say this? You be searching for things in places like that you shouldn't. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I did for a long time. I did, and it's like it's one thing that's stuck in my mind right from when I was a kid. I like when I tell y'all, I promise y'all, this memory sticks in my head all the time, like all the time. My cousin, like when I say I'm forever grateful for this moment, I'm forever grateful for this moment. Going back to high school, I was in, what grade was I in? Oh my God. I was in, I think the 11th grade at the time. No, maybe I was in the 10th. Maybe I was in the 10th. But I went to a school called A. Randolph. It's one of those schools that's a tech school. Basically, you pick a program that you want to be in, and um, you you know you pick a program that you want to be in, and you just go through the program. You, if like you pick nursing, you may come out with an CNA license or whatever, because they'll place you through the classes to do all that stuff. You get your hours. I picked cosmetology, so it's a tech school. And me going to this school, like, that was one of the reasons why I did that, because I remember, like, when I was in 6th grade, my mom ended up taking us to a hairdresser, and she cut my hair off. But I'm young. I'm a young girl. Like, I didn't learn how to take care of myself, like my hygiene. I didn't learn, like, I don't remember I don't remember those things. Like, I don't remember my mom telling me she loved me. I don't remember her teaching me how to brush my teeth. I don't remember, like, like when you get your cycle and you have a girl, like, you're supposed to tell them, like, hey, this is what you do, these are things that you use. I don't remember that. Like, I don't remember having those conversations with my mom ever. And I remember a lot. I don't remember having those conversations. One thing that stresses me out, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, one thing that stresses me out is a dirty living environment. Like, that stuff on my table right now behind me is stressing me out because I see it. And when I get off this live, I'm gonna go correct it, because I've been busy all day. But I hate to have my house in disarray, right? And so these are things that, like, I did not learn growing up. Like, I didn't learn these things, right? So properly washing dishes, like, so let's see it back. I remember getting ready to go to school, and it was the new school year. And I had already had this, like, outfit. It came from Rainbow. Like, it was like a jean outfit, it was a jean jacket with like patches and stuff on it. I had it a while ago. Maybe like, I think I done had it for like, I had it for a couple months, because it's jeans, so it's a jacket and some long pants. Of course, I didn't get it during the summertime. I had to get it the year before, but I remember having it, and it still looked good. So both me and my sister had the same thing, right? And I think I actually got it for Christmas. Mind you, I think I got it for Christmas. So I didn't really have a lot of school clothes. Like, I didn't really have a lot of school clothes. I actually didn't get anything new for school that year. I didn't. And I was so embarrassed to go to school. I went over to my cousin's house and she did my hair for me. And she walked me from her apartment to Family Dollar and got me 2 fucking outfits, right? Swear to you, this is how good my memory is, because I wore one of these outfits on the cruise. And I wish I could find a picture of it because I can describe this outfit to a T. This back when Family Dollar had all right clothes, they wasn't the best, but they was something. She bought me 2 outfits. She bought me this outfit. It was a pink shirt, the thinnest material, the thinnest material. But she bought me a pink shirt. It had like the little strap with like the little furry things on it, and it had a tan skirt. And it was another outfit. But I remember this outfit because it was my very favorite. It was my favorite outfit, right? And so she bought me this outfit. Y'all, I wore this thing when I say all the time, right? And I remember going to school and it's this girl. I'm still like, I wouldn't say we're close, but like I'm forever grateful to her because she used to see like me struggling with like my hair and stuff like that. And she would help me, like she would do my hair because we're in class, in cosmetology class. She used to help me with my hair, like she'll show me how to do my hair. She used to always do my hair. Like even when I got married and I was going through my divorce, she always reached out to me and made sure like I was fine, like, and would give me like encouraging words. And it was never broadcast. It was always something that was silent, like, and me having a conversation with her about struggles that I had and stuff that was going on in my life or whatever. And still to this day, like, I still reach out to her. We still talk or whatever. Of course, she's married. She got kids. We're older or whatever. But I had on this outfit one day, and I had these little small little kitten heels that I had with it. Skinny as heck, skinny as heck, going to school, and I thought I was the shit. You hear me? Only because my cousin took the time out and made sure I felt like I was somebody, like for that first 2 days only, right? But I be realizing like such small things like can continue to like hurt, right? So I'm thinking about all this stuff in my head, and then I get to a place to where like I'm like, why does this stuff continue to bother me? Like this stuff happened a long time ago. Why does this stuff keep continue to affect me? And I realized like nobody shows up for you, right? Nobody. And it's like if I fall right now, right, and lose it all, where would I be in life? Like what would happen? And I had to have a conversation with my ex-husband, and it's crazy because we've had our moments, but he told me something a long time ago, and it's kind of bothering me now that like because I'm thinking about it. Like all of these memories are racing through my head. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, why do I keep thinking about this stuff? And I remember him telling me, like, bro, them people don't fuck with you. And pushing back so hard because granted, we had so much going on. I felt like he was cheating. There was just so much stuff that was happening. That's my safety net. And unfortunately, sometimes even when shit ain't good, you still run back to it. And I don't know why I do that, but I do it. So it's like stuff can get bad and you still run back to it, right? And then that led me into something else because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I found out the stuff about my dad, like I fucking flipped. Like I'm telling y'all, I told y'all, I lost my whole identity. Like I felt like I was just a different person because I didn't know who I was. Like I grew up thinking it was something about me. Like it was something about me that just people didn't like. I was always like I was I just wasn't enough and I just couldn't understand why in the fuck I just was never enough, right? And so when that whole bombshell happened and I found out about it, I went and talked to my mom because I wanted you to look me in my face and explain to me what was going on. And I swear to God, y'all, I went with very good intentions, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. My mouth is fucking ruthless. When I get to a place where I feel like I'm being gaslit, I don't know how to have let me not say that. I do know how to have a productive conversation, but with this one person, I be like, fuck it. You supposed to honor your mother and honor that father, but sometimes, and Lord, forgive me for the things that I have said and the stuff that I've done, because I went toe to toe with this lady. When I say to blows, because I get tired of feeling like that I'm just like somebody's punching bag. So this one particular day, y'all know I found out the stuff about my dad. I'm not gonna rehash that because that's a very sensitive topic, and I know I'm not over, and I don't feel like getting into tears because I had to end this whole life. But for those of y'all don't know, I found out when I was 23 that my biological father was my dad's cousin, right? So bombshell. I go up to my mom's house to just talk because I really want to know what's going on. Of course, I don't talk to my dad. I'm talking to him, whatever. At this time, my dad was back smoking, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Like, I just want to know what's happening. So I go over there, and I go to talk, and I'm just talking, and I'm talking, and I'm talking about like why didn't you tell me? These people telling me this stuff. Oh, it's not true. This, and this, they lying and this. And now I feel like that you're gaslighting me because I feel like why in the fuck would these people just make some shit up? And granted, it was said to be nasty to you, but why would they just make this up? And it's not just people. Like it's some of my siblings like validating this. Like my dad's kids are validating this from shit they said to me over the past years. Shit that I've heard other people saying, laughing and kicking behind my back. Like, you know, it was shit that I had heard and stuff that people have been saying that I just collected in my brain. But I'm thinking, okay, they're just mad, like they just saying this stuff or whatever. And then when it comes out and I come ask you, I come to you and I ask you. And you tell me that I'm lying and it's not true. And I'm telling you things in my head, I'm going through everything that's happened in my life. Like the times where I had to sit outside, the times where like I didn't get no food, like the times when didn't do shit for me, you missing my high school graduation, all of this shit that happened. I'm going through this stuff in my brain and I'm getting aggravated because now it's all making sense why you treated me the way that you did. Like it's all making sense. So I started getting upset and I started getting mad. I'm like, I want to fight, but I just leave. Like we get into it, I go off. Like I curse that because you a lying ass, and that shit pissed me off. And I went 2 years without saying a word. And now at this time, I'm back and forth trying to get my life together. Like, of course, I'm going through a divorce. Like, I call my ex-husband. I'm boohoo crying because I just cannot wrap my mind around this being like reality. And at the time, me and my ex-husband, we were still married, but we were going through a divorce. And it's like, I just needed a friend to talk to. And like, imagine finding out like something that devastating. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. Everybody like, oh, I knew, like, this, and like, what good is I knew if you never said anything? Like, why do I care that you knew? And so you get through all of that, right? And you're like, all right, come out on the other side. I eventually went back because I didn't talk to my sister that whole time. I didn't see her kids, like none of that stuff. End up going back and I ended up talking to them or whatever. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened. I can't tell y'all. But I ended up talking back to them, and it still bothered me. So I asked my dad. I'm like, the only way that she gonna tell me the truth is if you sit down with me and you talk to her, because she not gonna tell me the truth no other way. So we sat down, we talked, and I can't say I forgave her for it. I can tell y'all that I made peace with it, and I just realized, you know, what happened in that moment was the most honesty I've ever gotten from my mom, ever. And I just realized that sometimes you got to meet people where they at. And so that was my take on that situation. But then year after year after year, it's always something. It's always something. And everybody always tell me, oh, Tasha be the bigger person. Oh, Tasha be the bigger person. And I remember, now this is recent, last couple years, I take my son on a vacation every year for his birthday. And I would rent a house, go to Orlando, take him to theme parks or whatever, try and include everybody because I didn't want to like travel by myself. I wanted him to be able to have people to go with or whatever. So I always just stand up out of range. I always say, hey, y'all want to do this, and this. Right. And I always end up regretting it. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, I always end up regretting it. And so I took my son to Orlando one year for his birthday and rented a house, right? Everything was fine. Get there, it's 2 king size rooms. My sister got her boyfriend, her kids, or whatever. They wanted a room. It was make sure rooms for the kids and stuff like that. Everybody has a room. Now, mind you, I live in a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom house. My mom, my sister, my brother, all of them they live in a 3-1, right? Sister's kids or whatever, right? So I felt like it was essential. My sister and her man, they have a room because he's coming, right? So I give her a larger room. It's no big deal. Like, it's just me, and then I have Kaden, but Kaden will sleep in the room with the other kids or whatever. So we're in a large enough house to where maybe it's like 6, sometimes 7 bedrooms, depending on who I was going. But my thing is, I like to sleep in a king size bed. That's just my preference. I will if I have to, I will. But I remember, and this is why I say this. This is why when I want to go somewhere, I make sure that I book it so that I'm not stuck. I went on vacation with them when my son was uh, I think he was like a year old, to Disney. My mom, my sister, my niece's godmom, my sister's boyfriend, and I think my little brother, all of us went to Disney, right? They got this house. Mind you, at the time, y'all, I'm young. I done went through a divorce. I'm really not working like that, but I got a little money or whatever. But I was stuck in a room with 2 twin size beds, smallest room you can think of. And I'm like, okay, I just deal with it. But I know now when I want to go somewhere, I make sure that I book somewhere for me because I know how I like to live. Now I got some type of, I can't say stand up, but it's just me. I like to sleep in the king size bed. I don't know why, it's just my choice. If I got a queen, I got a queen. But I am also one of those people. I like to have a bathroom in my room. That's one of the things, my pet peeves with Airbnb. Like, I gotta be in a room with a bathroom. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. So, but I have a bathroom in my room. So, as I stated, my mom stays in a 3-1, right? So she made this big ass fuss. Now everybody knew what rooms they had before we got there. Like everybody knew. She made a big fuss about me having the king size room for my sons. Like, I okay, but that. This is the start of it, right? She needs to be able. Right, Slick. But I don't look like Panda. I did pop out. So I do have a picture of me and Panda. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not trying to be petty, Slick. I'm trying to have a serious, a serious conversation. But so let me get back to it, cause Slick likes to get me out of character. So going into this like situation, right? Everybody knew what rooms they had. So we get to the place. I check in first, of course, because I'm always there early and get myself situated in a room. This, and this. Like, Lee and Eno was here, and I haven't seen Bree yet, but they did come in. So I dropped it back there though. But in this situation, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Now, mind y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, just the type of person that I am. I have one messy room in my house, and I can't even really consider it messy. The most you will see is clothes on the ground in that room. That's my one messy room. Everything else is like my house look lived in, but it does not give messy. And when I leave and when I go somewhere, I make sure that like I clean up. I'm not You'll never see no bugs in my house. You'll never see no rats in my house. And this is all shit I grew up with as a kid. Like those are things that you'll never see. Like I make sure I get my house sprayed. Like it's just a standard of living that I have, like for myself, because of traumas that I have had growing up as a kid. So my one messy room is my laundry room. And that's because sometimes I do my laundry and I just put it in bins and it just overflow like today. Like right now, if I walk in my laundry room, it's a bin with clothes in it. It's probably overflowing because I washed them, put them over there. But I can go probably 2 or 3 months without actually like needing clothes. And that's my son as well. So I try and wash my clothes and put them away, but then I gotta iron them. It's just a whole process. I hate putting up clothes. I gotta sit down and I gotta do it. And this is actually probably tomorrow is while I'm sitting up here talking about. I got a paper that's due, so probably not tomorrow, but probably this weekend. I'm gonna finish the like 1.5 loads that I got left, and then I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna iron them and then just put them up wherever they go. But that's just my one messy room. Everything else I clean on a daily to maintain, as well as I also KJ. I also I also like just I'm just not messy in general. Like I have like things that um I just put away like neatly. So like my room, my bed is always made. If my bed's not made, now I mean I'm about to get back in it. But even Caden, like I just try and make sure that he knows like certain things that we just cannot do. Hey, get this out of here. And can you plug my charger up? Oh, shit. Hey, Luke. Y'all ain't seen Luke in a while. Say hello. Say, I got hair today. I won't have it next week. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. No high? Yeah. All right, so let's get back to it. So now mind you, Kaden, did you plug my Kaden, plug my charger up. No, not my work charger, my my regular charger. Now, all right, so that's just my one area, whatever that I don't want to be clean. Come on, plug it up. Cause my laptop out there. Yeah, plug it up back here. Oh, you plug it up over here. So, right, back to what I was saying. I done lost it now. I don't even know where I was at. Come on, Katie.
There is no charge. There is no plug.
What a plug? It ain't no plug right there.
Ain't no plug. Ain't no
what?
Plug.
It's the plug back there.
No.
Katie, my plug gotta be right there. What is it? Okay. And can you turn off light in the kitchen when you get done? So we get.
Titans.
Oh, sorry, y'all. What? What? Titan want to talk to you. Hello. Hey, Titan. Oh, Jamaican beef patties. Okay. Well, you gotta tell her now, okay? All right, love you.
You got to hold a pig.
Come on.
That's not fair.
All right. So. Sorry. So yeah, we everything happened or whatever. She's like, oh, I want we need to switch rooms because I have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Well, you get up and you walk in outside your room to go to the bathroom every night that you at your house. So what's the issue, right? All right, cool. Now we get past that hurdle because I felt like I stung you when I said that, but it wasn't a stung moment. Like it just was what it was. So, and I wasn't trying to be petty or nothing like that. I was just having this conversation. So I don't know if you're in your bed about it or whatever, but like we ended up getting food because one day we said we was gonna cook at the house, right? Now me and my sister bought all the food, right? I'm one of those people that if I'm not using something, I'm gonna throw it away. Like I'm not gonna hold on to shit. I'm not no cluster, none of that shit. Everything that I have at my house is gonna have a purpose. If it doesn't have a purpose, that shit is going in the trash. That's because of the way I grew up as a kid. Because I remember having shit so clustered in a fucking closet that you couldn't go in and throw shit away. That we ended up having fucking rodents, and I used to be terrified to go to fuck to sleep because of those reasons. Like so. I don't do that now as an adult. Like, and it's no shade to nobody or whatever. If you like keeping stuff or whatever, I don't. If it's something sentimental, like I keep my son's like drawings from when he was a kid or stuff like that. But other than that, I throw that shit away. Like for a month straight, every day, I went through each fucking room, clothes and all. I would give that shit away. If I can't fit it, I would give it away. Because at the end of the day, I'm not keeping anything that I cannot use. That's just not me. That's just something that's in me. I'm sorry. And I'm also one of those people, if I come over to your house and it's dirty, no disrespect to you or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to say nothing to you. I just might start cleaning it up. I have friends that I do that too, and it irks their nerves because some of them are not like, they just not as clean as me. And I will go up to their house and immediately be like, what's this? And they'll be like, all right, it's time for you to go. Because that's just me. Like, that's just how I am. I just don't like mess. So I'm telling y'all this for a reason. And it's not to be petty towards anybody. I'm just telling y'all this for a reason, right? So we went and got food. We barbecued one day or whatever. We went to a theme park one day or whatever. And then we had food that whole time. So at the end of it, like we bought mayonnaise, mustard, stuff like that. So checkout day, I'm already irritated because I'm like, my mom is saying like little shit to me or whatever, and it's getting on my fucking nerves. So my sister boyfriend had ended up coming to say something to me. He's like, bro, I see like how she be treating you, and it's kind of like, but I end up saying like, I end up talking to my sister because me and her end up had exchanging words. And it got to the point where I'm like, bro, y'all see her saying shit to me. And instead of y'all stepping in, because I can say, leave me the fuck alone, and it won't matter to her. But if my siblings, my little brother, or my fucking sister can say something to her, they can tell her to shut the fuck up. And all she'll do is walk off. But if I say something to her, she'll have something smart to say. But they want me to be the bigger person and not say nothing back. But it's like, damn, when are y'all gonna step in and say something to her and tell her to stop saying stuff to me like that? Stop doing shit to say stuff to me to try and fuck with me. And I asked that question there because, like, why is everybody saying, oh, you should be the bigger person? Just let it go. I'm tired of letting shit go. That's all I've been doing my whole time is letting shit go. And every time it gets worse and fucking worse. So as stuff continues to go on, right? We the next day, because at this point I'm irritated. I take my shower, go upstairs in my room, and I just shut myself off. And I'm like, I told myself in my head, I'm never doing this again. Like, I can never do this again. Right? So I go downstairs the next morning. Katie, hey, calm down. Go ahead and get your food and go in your room. So I go into I go downstairs the next morning because, mind you, I done cool down the next morning, and I'm going to check out because checkout is early, and I want to be out of this place before then. So I'm starting to just go downstairs and get shit out the refrigerator that's left over. My head, I'm throwing this shit away because I'm not taking nothing back home, especially with a long drive. Well, I can't say a long drive. Orlando is like 2.5 hours. Kissimmee is like 3. So with traffic, I plan on stopping at some stores. So I didn't plan on taking any of this stuff home. I guess my mom had in her mind, I don't know if she had talked to my sister about it. They was taking some of this stuff home. First off, I don't feel like that you need to take any of this shit home because at the end of the day, you already got too much shit anyway. You don't need to take any of this shit home. But that's just me. Who the fuck don't got ketchup and mayo and fucking mustard at their goddamn house? I had them I bought the little small ones just so we would have them on the trip. That's it. All that extra, if you didn't bring from your house, why the fuck are we taking it back? Any extra food, just throw that shit in the trash. Like, sodas, I can understand because you can drink them on the ride home. But anything the fuck else, like leftover food and shit, I throw that shit away because I know I'm not gonna eat it. Like, but then again, that's me. So I'm going to throw it away. But this is shit that I bought. So I'm like, she like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm throwing it in the trash. What it look like I'm doing. And I'm paraphrasing because this is not exact. But then she says some shit like, oh well, why you throwing it away? We can take it. And I'm like, because I got all this stuff at home. And I guess to her, I implied like she didn't have it at home. And I said, that's not what I'm saying. I bought it, so I'm throwing it in the trash. I don't want it. I got all of this stuff at home. Why am I going to bring duplicates home when I'm not already using the shit that I have at home? Like, this was just for the trip. Oh, that took it out of the top because then she got smart. I said, bro, let me just walk away before I like go off because I was getting upset, right? Now, mind you, this is set the fucking mood because now I know you being petty towards me. So now, of course, we bought floaties and shit for the pool and stuff. So she goes out to the pool area and deflates everybody fucking floats but me and my son and left them out there. So I go get a knife from out of the fucking the kitchen And I just cut them bitches and deflated all the fucking air and threw them bitches in the trash. I told my son, bro, I'll buy new floats. Cause what the fuck? You sit out there and had time to deflate everybody else floats but me and my son, like you wasn't trying to be petty. That shit ticked me the fuck off, right? So literally, I'm ready to go. Like, go straight the fuck home. So I'm talking to my cousin to calm down. But of course, I got my sister kids in the car with me because they wrote me because they they got too many people. So I only got me and my son. So of course they can ride with me. But I'm angry. So I'm talking about the shit or whatever to my sister or whatever. And she was like, not my sister, my cousin. Um, and just telling him how I feel or whatever. And I'm like, bro, this shit just pissed me off. And like, I was so angry. Even with the kids in the car, I'm like, bro, like, this shit just made me mad. So I just dropped them off, like, and just once I got to the house, I dropped them off to their house and I just rode the fuck off. I just rode off. And like, it's just little petty shit like that just irks me. But everybody always want me to be the bigger person. So this is the unpack moment, right? So I'm starting to realize like that my son craves like that family attention, right? And unfortunately, I can't get that to him. I'm starting to realize that I gotta choose myself because if I don't choose myself, these things are always gonna start happening. Like these things are always gonna happen. It's gonna always be something. I'm always gonna feel some type of way or whatever the case may be. And I just realized I'm never gonna be good enough. So why the fuck am I trying to be a family with anybody that don't really like give a fuck about me? Like, and it's sad to feel like that as a adult, but I do. I do feel like that. I don't have a mom, unfortunately. If anybody, want to adopt me, I'm open to it. I just got to be invited to Thanksgivings, like Christmas and stuff like that. Because this year is going to be really sad for me. Like, this is going to be a really sad year for me because this is going to be the first time that I don't do anything with anybody. And I don't know how I'm going to feel. I'm happy and I'm sad all at the same time because I'm happy that I'm choosing myself, but I'm sad because I feel like that I am alienating my son from receiving a life that I feel like that he should have. But then I also realize that I don't also want him to grow up with a traumatized mom that he watches be traumatized because she's putting up with things just for him to have stuff. I don't want to normalize that. Like I don't want him to go into his adult life and feel like that if I do something to him, he has to just put up with it. I want him to realize that he should be able to come talk to me, tell me that I'm doing something to him to make him feel some type of way, and understand that he can come and say that to me without it being repercussions of me being aggressive or not acknowledging him as their child, right? But I'm sad all at the same time, y'all. I'm really sad because I never would have expected that this would be the life for me. Like, I would have never expected that like, time after time after time, people show you that they don't fuck with you, that you don't mean nothing. And it makes you believe in your head that you're not good enough, that you don't mean anything, like you're not worth anything. So I have moments to where I break down into tears, like just randomly, like over the weekend, like I was a ball of tears. I went to a baby shower on Sunday and out of nowhere, I was just crying because I'm just watching this girl, people like love on her. And this boy, people love on him. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, God, why fucking me? Like, why me? Like, why? What did I do? Like, what is my purpose? What's the reasoning behind this? Because it got to be a reason. And it's like, I know everybody's situation ain't going to be the same. I know my situation ain't as bad as somebody else's situation is. But I would hate to be an envious person. But I envy people who have very good family dynamic relationships. And it sucks. It sucks to see it. It sucks to play it out. So much so that I ain't been on here, but I literally, right here, where y'all see me at right now, I wake up, I go to sleep, I get off work. When I say my bed is made and has been made since I got back from my trip. I have not got in my bed. I haven't even had to wash my sheets because I have not been in my room. I have literally been on this couch where I am going to sleep tonight because life just sometimes it just hits you and like you just don't know why. But y'all, since that this Sunday that just passed, like I literally have been having the most challenging moment of my life. Like, and so much so that y'all know I told y'all at the beginning of this, I've been going into the office every day for the month of June. So all the month of June, I'm gonna be going into the office. I got up, got fully dressed for work, left out of my house, got all the way to work, and realized I left this at home. A 30-minute drive to my job. Well, 20 minutes roughly without traffic. 20 minutes. I had to ride there. I rode there. I had to ride back and ride back there. I couldn't just go home and work because Kaden was at school by there. So I'm so discombobulated because I'm like, I'm so much in my head that I'm just thinking, I'm just going about my day. Like, I'm not thinking about no tasks that I gotta do. No, nothing. It was so bad. I just text my manager and I told him, I was like, bro, I am having the worst morning I could think of. And I just am gonna be late. But I said all this to say I just wanted to catch y'all up with what's been going on with me. Life has been lifing. I'm gonna try and be more consistent. I want to start doing. I like, yeah. I'm. I can't say I'm so in the trials. I've been on TikTok lately a lot, so TikTok has been my outlet. I'm going on there and like I comment on the Karen Reed trial or whatever case may be. But I want to start really pushing my YouTube, doing stuff with my YouTube because I feel like I need to like really, really try and heal and move past shit and like really, really show y'all my life because my life is the fucking mess. It's a mess in a nutshell. Like day to day is a mess in a nutshell. So they be like, just post your content. This is my content, y'all. Me. One day I'm happy. One day I'm sad. The next day I'm fucking messy. You never know what you're going to get from me. But all days I am Tasha. I am simply just Tasha. A lot of people ask me why I picked the name Simply Tot. Tot is a nickname. One of my younger cousins gave me the nickname Tater Tot. And I just chopped up to Tot. Most people that are really close to me call me Tot. And the name simply comes because I want to make my life as simplistic as possible. When I say simplistic, I mean I want to stream life my life so good that Like I have time for my son. I want to finish my degree. Like it's just so much stuff that I want to do out of life. And I feel like I'm so behind to be 35 years old. Oh, whoop, whoop. Y'all, I forgot to get on here for my 35th birthday. I was supposed to turn up with y'all, but I was on a boat. Life was, and I was supposed to come on here after. I was supposed to vlog the whole trip. I vlogged some of it, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, depression is a thing to where you cannot control it. And so much so that I went ghost on y'all for so long. And I probably lost some followers because I wasn't consistent. But I feel like the people that's for me, it's gonna be for me. And the people that's here now, whether it be 10, 15, 5, 3, 1, the people that's gonna be here, they're gonna be here for me. And I just did this live so that I can like come on and update y'all. I want to try and do more. Like I pray that, you know, I pray for peace that I can get on here and like and continue to show y'all like day to day. But I promise y'all everything ain't peachy. And I don't want to be on here and become the next Peach McIntyre and be like, oh my God, that girl always got some problems. But when I tell y'all, I always got some problems. I always got some problems. And it just be so small that turns into big things. And I'm trying to make them be so big that they just minor. They like a minor scope in my life. Like it just doesn't matter. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But y'all have got a glimpse into my life and some of the things that I chose to share with y'all. One thing that I can say though is that 2025, I said that my go-to word is going to be intentional. I have intentionally shut everybody the fuck out for 2025. That's what the fuck I've done 2025. That's the only thing that I've done this year is intentionally shut everybody the fuck out. I am working on my inner peace. I am trying to work on being a better person, a better mom for my son, a better person for me. So if you can't get with it, you got to get the fuck on. I'm sorry to the people if y'all see this, if I told some of y'all business, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. I am tired of being quiet. I am tired of dealing with this shit by myself. I am tired of crying in silence. So if I gotta cry out loud on YouTube, it is what it is. But again, I thank y'all for coming on here and talking to me. I'm sorry. As I stated, this was a trigger warning. I apologize if this is upsetting to some people, but everybody don't have. Hey, let me not say that. Everybody does. Everybody should. But I do. It's 8:37. I gotta go, and I gotta try and make dinner for Katie this late. I got like a 30-minute dinner idea that I was gonna do, but I had to get on here. I am gonna start trying to push out videos. So tomorrow, I told myself I'm gonna do some content. Because I want to start doing content on YouTube, like day in my life type stuff, because I'm crazy, of course, and it's fun. But I really want to start pushing out videos on YouTube, not just the talks that I have. I do want to have roundtable talks. I want to talk about like panel ideas, but I want to kind of do them. I can't say pre-record. I want to do live videos a lot too, but I have so much stuff going on. I gotta make time. So this is the hold you accountable time. If y'all don't see me, just reach out and be like, hey, where the fuck you at? But good night, y'all. It's been real. I will be back on here soon. Hopefully soon enough. Hopefully it won't be like a let's catch up and let's talk about something type of conversation. I feel like being petty too. It's time. I think that'll make me laugh. Maybe I should do a remake. I got these dreads in my head, so I don't know how petty I can be because I don't want to unravel them. But my wig came in and I've been waiting to use it. But who knows? One day I might pop up on here with some raccoon eyes. Because I've been dying to read these Diddy transcripts. So I didn't care, but it was good talking to y'all. Love everybody. Thank y'all for letting me come in. KJ. Kaden. Come here. Just so y'all see. Y'all want to see that roach right there? I'm just saying, don't let me not ever do that. Kaden. Come here. You want to tell everybody bye? Take it off your head. Real quick. Come on.
Bye, everybody.
What the fuck is that? Oh my God. It was just a waste. It was a waste.
She hit me.
Call the cops. But it's been real. Make sure you what?
Like and subscribe and turn on that bell notifications. Bye.
It's Katie in the country folk. Hey Jackson. Look, you didn't miss much. Katie and his broke headphones. Move. You didn't miss much. Hey girlfriend. Look, now you gotta make me stay for a second. I got like 2 minutes. I gotta make Katie dinner. But good night, y'all. It's okay, Jackson. I'll be back. I don't know when or what date yet. I'm just saying. But I'll be back. I promise you guys. Hopefully within the next week. But my plan is to do Get Ready With Me. Jackson, you go back and watch the video. I spilled a lot of guts. But my plan is to show y'all like what I do on a day-to-day basis, like really school stuff like that. Like shit been going on. So if y'all catch a moment where y'all see me crying on the stream, just know them is real tears, and that's how I feel at the moment. And I might start smiling after then. But good night, y'all. I'll see y'all another day. If y'all watch this on the replay, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a nice night.